3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
For this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play that time for the Titans.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Running from the gun with Henry. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
Henry again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3.5 to go, first quarter.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Man open left side is Brown.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, it's Henry. And some space here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff.
Wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark Andrews, 81 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
On second down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence, he'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that ball is caught by T.J. Chark for the Jags touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
A big loss on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Batson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And caught by Henry. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Throwing is Hurts. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On play action, Lawrence. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And Chark calls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
On 1st down, Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Titans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll buy some time right. Throwing right, and that's complete. He stiff arms him. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far. Up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He dumps it off for Henry. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it's a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this off to ETN. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's a give to ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 74 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A give to ETN running right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over